So this one was different. I'm interviewing someone from a different region and like a niche of that region as well. This is someone that's so far from where I am. In fact, they are 8 hours ahead of my time zone. Right now, I'm like well lit because I've got the sun coming in because it's, 3:30 in the afternoon. Whilst this person, it's 10 p.m. at night. They're drinking 25% local spirits from their country. They're chilling out. They're in a different vibe. They're just doing their own thing and loving it every step of the way. Even with the game ending, this person is still playing the game, still playing 4 or 5 times a week and just chilling out, enjoying it. I'm asking, like, why do you still play? Why do you still play? Trying to get like my money Mitch deep answer out of them. And they're like, it's fun. And like, that's literally it. It's not that deep. They just found the game. They found VR. They found Echo and they play nothing but Echo. And when the game stops, they're just probably not going to play VR. I'm even asking, like, is there another game that's going to come out and you'll be interested in? And they're like, don't know. It's cool. So personally, I struggled a little bit to like get going with it because it's someone that didn't know who I was. So I was kind of like introducing myself, how I wanted to frame the interview and stuff like that. But they were just like, yeah, right, nice. They're just doing their own thing. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. This is Jun Suzaku from Echo Japan. Let's get into it. Jun Suzaku.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to
Nice
meet
to
you.
see you. Yeah, nice to meet you.
We haven't actually met before, like in game or in VRML or anything like that.
Probably not. Not.
No. Well, I sent you messages about a year ago, maybe longer, when I casted some of your matches. This was before I was a caster for VRML. You probably don't remember. You don't
I'm
remember.
sorry. Maybe I was drunk.
Maybe.
When you see my right arm goes like this, and then my head goes like this,
You're drinking.
probably I'm drinking. I apologize beforehand.
No worries. Yeah, you drink. Because it's late, right? It's 10 p.m.?
Yeah, 10 p.m. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
On the weekend, why not?
Yeah, of course. Saturday night, right?
So, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I'm in the UK. I'm in London, so it is 8 hours? No, longer.
Longer.
Time
Should
difference.
be
If
longer.
it's 10 p.m. for you and it's 2 p.m. for me, yeah, 8 hours. I'm 8 hours behind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
So, well, I was excited to interview you, Jun, because how do I say your full name? Is it Jun Suzaku?
June's fine, June.
Jun's fine. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yes.
I was interested to interview you because you are one of the prominent like Echo Japan people. Like when people speak about Echo Japan, you're one of the first names that people say, especially in the OCE communities and in NA Europe as well. So I thought you'd be able to, like, it'd be good to hear your story specifically, but also from your point of view, the journey of Echo Japan, like the server, the community that's been built. 700, or is it more? 700
Yeah, something
people.
like that. Yeah, 700. Yes.
Yes, which is it's quite big. That's quite a big community that, especially over in the West, we don't really hear about. You seem to keep everything to do it all yourself. So, yeah, to start. So, how did you? Well, yeah, sure. We'll start. How did you get into Echo? So, how did you? Could you talk me through like getting into VR first,
Okay.
and then eventually here?
I was interested in VR before I knew, Oculus Quest and stuff like that. And because, COVID-19 started maybe 3 years ago.
Yes, 3 years.
So we couldn't go out and hang around and, stuff like that. So I was looking for something I can enjoy in my house. And I remembered, VR could be a good idea. So first I rented an VR because I wasn't sure if I was gonna, really fully, into VR or not. So I rented it for a month. And I played some games a little bit and bit. And I played the Echo and I was like, bam, wow, this is the game I was looking for. And I digged in Echo, and I stopped playing other games, just Echo. Then at the time, there wasn't any Japanese people except Yuki Yokoyama,
Yeah.
and the other one was Yoko. So anyway, there weren't any Japanese, just few. So I wanted to look for and get more Japanese people join this game.
Yes.
So I started a community with a guy called Sarugashira Treatment, who is a YouTuber for VR.
Okay.
Because the YouTuber Sarugashira Treatment, he's kind of popular. So
Okay.
every time he make YouTube video, he always put Echo Japan community stuff.
Yes.
And then after that, bam, we had many, Echo community people for Discord server. That's how it started.
I see. So before then, before COVID, were you playing a lot of games, like much at all? Were you doing any VR at all?
Mainly Echo.
Before COVID, before 2020, COVID-19.
Before 2020, the COVID. Okay. I was going out, have a drink, and I have a family. I have kids.
By the way, come forward a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. So I have
Yes.
kids and wife.
Yes.
And I was in America since from 2016 to 2020 or 21-ish. So
Right.
I went to USA by myself, not with a family. So I came back to Japan, and I was I should spend time with my family. So I sometimes went out and had a drink and had fun with my friend, but mainly stay home, look after my family, and spend time with my family. Not games, not playing guitar, not much my own time.
When you went to USA, was that for work?
Yeah.
Was that okay. What do you do for work? Or what industry?
I'm working in the industry, aerospace, like airplane
wow.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you still do that now?
Yeah.
Would you?
Well, the project finished.
Okay.
The project I was in finished, but I'm about to join in next project for that
And
rocket.
that will be.
Mister.
Oh, nice. That's so cool. You'll be doing that in the US, or you'll be doing that
In Japan this time, yes. Yeah.
Okay. What city are you from? Are you Tokyo?
Nagoya.
Okay.
Nagoya is was between Tokyo and Osaka, Kyoto. Tokyo,
Yes.
Osaka, Kyoto, Nagoya.
Okay.
Yeah, it's center.
So
in Japan.
I've never been to Japan. I obviously really want to go. My only knowledge of the geography of Japan is from a game called Total War Shogun 2. Do you know about this game?
Say it again.
There's a historical war strategy game called Total War Shogun 2, and it's set in the samurai era of Japan. And it's a time when I can't remember when. It's like 1500s or something.
16? End of
yeah.
Yeah.
Where suddenly there was all the local provinces in the country
Yeah,
fighting for power.
Nobunaga, Oda, Ieyasu, Tokugawa, Hideyoshi, Toyotomi, those people.
I think so. I forget the names. But that's how I vaguely recognize the names of these cities around the country. Yeah, it's awesome. I feel embarrassed for not knowing more about Japanese history, and I'd obviously love to visit. So what is it like growing up in Japan? So Meta is an American company, obviously, and the technology, they're selling it in Japan, but Are there Japanese competitors in the VR market? Like, what's the general feeling towards like American technology in Japan? Is it quite welcoming or no?
Yeah, I think so. You know, Sony,
Yes.
PlayStation 2 VR. I guess Japanese people don't think about which one is better, you know, and Sony is Japanese, say we own Japanese Sony, fuck Meta. It's not like that. They are really, you know, neutral.
Yeah.
Pick whichever you want. Most of people,
By the way, just like here. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you.
yeah. So
Yeah,
the
Sony.
things is, you know, MetaQuest
Yes.
is, you know, Western American company,
Yes.
and some app and games don't have Japanese, and the Japanese people don't speak Japanese and are not good at English. I mean, like only speak Japanese
Yes.
and don't speak English well. So they were like, oh, nah, I don't understand English much. I want to play this game, but I don't understand. So they leave. So Meta is not quite popular in Japan yet.
Because of that, because Japan
yeah,
isn't.
yeah,
No,
mainly.
I thought it was. I thought Japanese was supported on the maybe not in Echo, but in like Oculus operating system. Or is it not
Yeah,
very good?
in Japanese, yes. But still, I don't know why, but MetaQuest is not well known in Japan
Right.
yet.
That could
I
be
think
their marketing and branding as well, right?
yeah,
Perhaps they're not
as well,
pushing
yes,
and
yeah.
advertising as much. And does that limit like the games that you're playing as well? If they're not, if the games, so say someone does buy a headset, they set it to Japanese, but the games they're downloading, none of those are set to be local in Japanese. Does that like stop people as well, or is it not as important?
Oh,
People just don't have headsets.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I watch MetaQuest 2 advertisement and commercial on TV and
Yeah.
YouTube and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe Japanese conservative. They were sticking on Sony PlayStation, the PlayStation, something really good coming, but they're just looking at this PlayStation, maybe.
Interesting. So would you say that there's a larger player base for PlayStation VR in Japan?
Yeah. No. Even VR is not that popular yet.
Okay. So you're quite unique to be buying a headset.
Yeah. Guess so.
Is that similar with the other Japanese players in Echo Japan? In the
Echo Japan.
community?
I've found that I'm running Echovr community,
Yes.
so I only knew Echovr people in the community. Compared to OCE community,
Yes.
there are many mature old people, not only young kids, like some creators and some IT guys and some really smart guys. I was surprised, like, wow, I'm running this community. I was really scared. So there are many unique people, like especially like people who are over 30 playing Echo. They are unique, really unique. Yeah, in good way.
Cool. Well, I'm interested in the server, how, like, I imagine it's quite active, right? I imagine there's all kinds of events. And is it mainly the language barrier which keeps it separate from OCE server?
Yes.
Mainly, right?
Yep. Yes.
Okay, cool. Because you mentioned the YouTuber as well, the Japanese YouTuber. I've
Yeah.
seen some of the streams for Echo Japan events, and I've seen the
Ah.
production value that's gone into it
Thank you.
as well. Um, So yeah, I mean, it's just good to see. It's good to see the effort that's been put into those kind of tournaments and those events, and yeah, it's what am I trying to say? It's intriguing. It's intriguing because most of the people that are going to be watching this are Echo people in Europe and North America, and it's the same, but it's so different. And it's interesting to see like what is unique about Japanese culture that you're bringing into the community that's different to what we're doing.
So, what do you mean? I'm sorry.
It's okay. Saturday night, we're drinking, having a good time. Okay. Well, okay. Let's go through the timeline of it. So when did you make the community? When did you meet? I've forgotten their name. Sorry, the YouTuber.
Sarugashira. Sarugashira treatment.
Saru Gashia.
Saru is fine. Saru, yeah.
When did you meet Saru and when did you build that community, that server?
I remember May, but
Yes.
I don't remember that was 2000. Shit. No.
So
3 years
2020?
ago?
Or yeah.
2020 May, maybe? When
when COVID started.
Echo when Echo released on Meta Quest 2 that year,
Yes.
May. Yes.
Quest 2, yes. So that would have been.
No,
2020.
Quest 1.
Quest 1, 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
Quest
okay.
2 was the Christmas
20. Yeah,
of 2020.
2021. I don't remember.
No way. Was there a whole year between Quest 1 and Quest 2? Possibly.
Possibly.
No, we're losing our minds here. So much time has passed. Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
so you started the server, and then was it just a gradual growth? So was it like the boom of Quest 2, the new headset, and then like how did you
gradually.
get new players into the server? You just go into a lobby.
Thanks for that YouTuber Saru.
Yes.
And when I saw a guy who could be Japanese, I was like, can you join?
Okay. Yeah. And what do you think kept people sticking around in this game? Because it's a niche game. It's in a niche like way of playing, which is VR, which you say is even more unique and different in Japan. But also the servers aren't great, right? Your closest server is Sydney. Singapore came later. And your ping must never be great.
Oh yeah, we only had the OCE, Singapore, Sydney server.
Yes.
But even I didn't understand the ping things. I remember when I was playing public match.
Yes.
The guy said, like, oh, your ping's too bad, and then you're laggy. And I don't know what you are talking about. After that, I understand the ping things, and we only had the OCE, Sydney server. But we didn't care. Like, that was the only chance we could play Echo. So I was just happy. I can play Echo. And then, moderator said, if you have over 300 Japanese players in Japan, we could give you Japanese server.
Oh, yes.
And then they promised, and that they did. And
They did?
we are like,
You got...
yeah.
Oh, I didn't
we
know
are
this.
really happy.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
they said,
still have it now, or they stopped it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I
No,
don't know why I didn't...
we had a Japanese server, and some
Yes.
people say they don't see many Japanese server in the public match. But when we start up private arena, I think we are still in Japanese server.
Nice.
Yeah. So we still have it.
That's awesome. I mean, that's great for you guys, and it makes sense. That's another reason why you guys would stay in your server. You would have your own tournaments because then you can play with low ping, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't think we can have tournament, special tournament, not anymore. I don't think. We don't have enough people to have
Oh,
a
okay.
tournament. Yeah.
How many
We
competitive
split that.
teams do you have in Japan? Or have had?
The top team is Villain. And then next is Photon.
Yes.
Th- these two teams are kind of strong. Like
Well, yeah,
Villain
Photon were
was
playing today, right?
yeah
They were
yeah
playing in the
yes yes
finals.
yep, and the Villain as well. So other teams who are friends, and we had Cosmic Region. Fuck that one.
But not too many more. So about four or five
Echo
teams.
Japan and average enjoyable Echo players, 6 Ronins. Anyway, like 10 teams ish.
Okay.
Less than that. Yeah, yeah.
Which is enough for some tournaments, right? Or is it not as exciting with so few teams?
Some teams are not active anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe Viren, Photon, Echo Japan.
Those are the main ones, right?
Yeah, I think at the moment.
But it must be more enjoyable to play on a Japan server, doing a Echo Japan tournament, than it is to compete in VRML with the OCE teams and play. It's a different
Simply,
game,
we don't
right?
have enough. We don't have enough members to have tournament.
Yeah.
Simply,
Okay.
yeah,
You
yeah.
have to.
They'd rather, play, private arena and just have fun.
That makes
It doesn't
sense.
have to be event yet.
So do you do? There's different words for it, but like a pickup night. Would you do like a mixed tournament where I don't know, like a Friday, Saturday night?
Oh,
You would no teams,
we
just go play.
yeah, we had an event like that, but we also found sometimes we didn't have enough members, and sometimes the moderators in Japan didn't have enough time because we started the community, Sarugashira and myself, and then we got two other. So we had 4 moderators, and
Yes.
all of us are full-time worker, not student. So we work like 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. sometimes 9 p.m. stuff like that. So even the moderator didn't have enough time to run the events. Yeah. So we should have had more teenagers who have more
More time.
spare time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But you couldn't get any
teenagers,
to help. They're too lazy.
we got some, but it
Yeah.
took so long. Yeah.
And how was it? You said that you obviously went off to work in the US. You came back to Japan. COVID happens, COVID-19. So you found a new hobby, right? You started playing these
Yeah.
games. How is that like after COVID now? It's 3 years later. Do you still have time for Echo, or just like less so, or
Less.
like how
Yeah.
do you
Getting
balance that with
less.
family life, work, and then Echo?
Yeah. I played Echo every night, every single night.
Wow.
I went to Okinawa Island last year, end of last year, for a business trip,
Okay.
about 3 months. At that time, COVID wasn't really strong, and people said that we can go out and have fun. So in Okinawa, I was like, I was in an island, resort island. Why not? I should
Nice.
enjoy. So took the headset off, and I started hanging around outside. So since then, that was the line. Before that, I played Echo every night, but
Every
after
night.
that, not every night, not anymore. And then,
Okay.
this year, February, they announced that Echo is gonna be, and that was the switch. Like,
So did you stop playing? So when you heard the news, okay, so what was your first reaction when you heard the shutdown? So February 1st, 2023.
I just couldn't believe it. I didn't understand the concept. I just thought this isn't right.
Yeah.
This is so much fun game and even not game sport.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was shocked.
And what do you think
Was-
now? Now that it's May
Now.
2023, you think the same?
I wish this sport goes, much longer and stay. But seems like it's not gonna happen. So I play Echo like maybe 4 times in a week. Still play Echo. But my passion is kind of fading away, to be honest.
So what does that mean for the Echo Japan server? Do you keep that alive and then get all the teenagers, all the kids in there? Do you get them to keep playing together, or?
Yeah, we should start thinking about it. But I think there's no point to keep having that server because the server is even now it's like dying.
Yeah.
Not many, members are having comment stuff like that. So I think we're gonna shut down.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's sad, but the server is not doing anything much these days. It just stays there, sits there. So
All the 700 people in the Echo Japan community, were any of them developers, and were any of them inspired to start building VR games themselves? Are you aware of anything?
I know a couple guys who do stuff like that, but I don't know much about what they're doing, and I'm not good at it, so I can't guess.
Yeah.
But I guess in that community there aren't any people who are trying to build game like this. Probably not. No.
So Jun,
But
why do you play
there's
Echo?
hey,
Why did you keep playing Echo?
because it's fun.
And why you still play now? Like, even though you
Yeah.
know it's shutting down, you still play 4 times a
Yeah.
week
Yes,
because it's fun.
because it's fun, and I can meet people here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before Echo, were you doing any kind of sport? Did you have any kind of, like outside work, hobbies, similar to this in any way?
Nope. No. No.
How about when you were a teenager? Did you play any football or anything?
I played baseball
Oh, okay.
and kendo, like
Kendo.
samurai sport.
Oh,
Where
what?
I'm
No way.
I
You still do
I
that
was
now?
nah. I was a state champion. Yay!
Oh, no way. That's so cool. So you wear the armor, the plates.
Yeah. That's stinky
then you have
stuff. Yes. Yeah.
And you have a...
Oh, yuck! It's really stink.
And so do you
The
have like
bamboo sword.
bamboo? Okay. And is it heavy?
Yeah. It's not.
heavy?
It's not heavy.
No?
No. It's a real sport. Like with the bamboo
Okay.
sword, your head and arm and your body. Yeah. So
Did you find any VR games that were similar? Is there any VR games you picked up
no
with sword?
kendo. No
Kendo.
kendo. There's some samurai apps. I haven't played any, and kendo is kind of different. Like, not different, but we need more space
Yes.
to make the real move. But just because Japanese houses are small, even Echo, like when we throw the disc, like, bang, hits a wall. And
Yeah, that's
I
relatable.
I broke the ceiling light 3 times.
Yeah.
yeah,
I've got a
so
light in
my-
my room as well. It's smashed. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so anyway,
yeah. Well, like it's while it's shutting down. I mean, because if it's purely because the game is fun, then you just quit and find another game, right? You pick up like another martial art
even
or
if I
something.
even I feel like maybe I quit playing VR, but
Yeah.
yeah, Echo is the one that keep me playing VR. Maybe something like that. Echo is that big to me.
But why? Why is it
Wha-
so much bigger and better than,
Um, I I
top one?
I think that if first person shooting games
Yes.
that these are really popular to the consumers. The Echo
Yes.
is a little bit different. It's really fun, but not for all the people who play VR games. So what was the question?
You're answering it, but I think I'm looking for like a deeper like art, like motivation for it. Like, why is it different? Why is it you play VR but the only game you play is Echo?
Because I played FPS games on
Yes.
Xbox and stuff like that, and I had enough. And but Echo VR is totally different, something new to me. It was something new to me. So and I still love this game, this sport. That's the only reason. I can communicate people like this way, not like
Yeah.
shooting games, but
Mm.
more like team sport. That's a big difference. I can not exercise, but I can sweat, and I feel like I did a good sport
Yeah.
after Echo. Yeah, I think these are the main reason I keep playing Echo.
So do you think after the summer you just stop playing VR because there's nothing like Echo left now?
Nothing like it, as far as I know. So, but
Yeah.
the Sarugashira treatment, the YouTuber, he
Yes.
said he want to play contractors like FPS games,
Yep.
and maybe once a week he's gonna stream on YouTube, and
Okay.
he asked me to play together.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe I do that once a week,
Yeah.
but other than that, I have no idea.
Do you do any
But
content yourself?
I sorry.
Do you do any videos? Do you do any YouTube yourself?
I did for Echo VR because
Yes.
tutorials and game systems there is no Japanese description, so
Yeah.
I did that on YouTube. And when we had community events, I put on the YouTube.
Mm.
Yeah, I did that save Echo VR as well, but I stopped it.
Did you do any streaming? Any casting? Sorry. Did you do any casting? Commentary?
Yeah. For the Japanese community events, yes. Yeah.
Okay. You
Yeah.
still do that now, or is it there's
No,
no?
no, there's no event. Not anymore.
What are you drinking?
That's Japanese spirits called the shochu.
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 Oh,
It's
I'll
like
have to come and visit you in Japan, and you have to show me.
it's like a 25% alcohol.
Oh wow, nice. Lots of ice.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this has been good. I have another question I'd like to ask people, and I ask it because I get very different answers. So you, Jun Suzaku, you've been playing Echo for 3 years. You've been in this
Yes.
world playing VR, building a community and things like this. But what are you at the moment with the shutdown? Like, what are you curious about? And your answer can be different to Echo. It can be whatever.
What do you mean? Like, I'm going to shut down the server, the Japanese
Yeah.
community server, because there's no point.
Yeah.
Probably I didn't get your point.
Yeah. Well, it's a question about the future. So like, what are you thinking about? If you forget about Echo, forget about VR, like what else are you like thinking about in 2023? Like, for example, some people think about AI, some people are thinking about other VR games, some people are thinking about, I don't know, traveling, other hobbies, other careers.
Okay, yep. I think probably I'm gonna focusing studying rockets
Wow,
because I'm gonna
engineering,
in a project engineering. Yes,
mechanical engineer.
yeah. Stop playing games and
Yeah,
not playing guitar. Maybe I sometimes go out and hang around with my all the friends, but
yeah.
focusing my family and the study, that should be enough, more than enough. I need more time.
How old are your children?
5 years old and 3 years old.
Ah, babies. Okay, they're not going to be playing VR
Babies.
soon. Oh,
But but I'm still my antennas. If there's an app or games close to Echovr,
yeah.
I'll be back in VR as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I've got
because
another question I like to ask people. Do you know about the Neuralink? Do you know about the chip that people put in their brains and then they
okay.
think to the internet?
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Would you get the chip or would you not get the chip?
If someone asked me to do that now, I said
Yeah.
no.
Right.
But it's gonna take time. It could be like 20 years, 3 years, 30 years still.
30 years. It's a long time.
Yeah, long time, yeah. Looks like we can do it soon, but if someone asks me to do that, not yet, no,
Not yet.
no. 10 years later, maybe not.
But
If
30
it
years, yes.
becomes the community standard or society standard or Japanese standard, I would do it. But if not, no, I don't need it. Yeah, that's too risky.
Makes sense.
You know
Awesome,
now.
Jin.
Sorry. Yep.
Yeah, no, go on, go on.
No.
I didn't know you had more. I mean, I was going to finish the interview. Yeah, I know it's late for you. I don't want to hold you too much. You want to drink your 25% Japanese spirit. But I really appreciate you taking the time. It was a challenge to schedule this because very different time zones, very different
Yeah.
things going on. But
Thank you for
yeah, it's just
organizing.
an interesting time. I'm glad that we got to do this, especially like now during finals as well. I hope you enjoyed finals, and then you have
Yes.
grand finals tomorrow. I hope
Yeah.
you'll be streaming it.
Yeah. Very. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank
Really
you for
appreciate
having
you.
me.
Yeah, nice to meet you, and I hope we stay in touch as well. It'd be cool to
Yes.
organise some international echo stuff before the shutdown.
Yeah.